Rogel Aguilera-Moderos. I've been wanting to do this one since I saw saw it unfold, and I just really been watching how this was gonna unfold in the media, in the court system, because this was a tragic accident. And if you're not familiar with who this is, if you don't know this guy's name, I'm gonna show you why you should know his name and why I think it just goes to show that the justice system is it's just flawed in a lot of ways. And this has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with anything other than just the way that our system is built, with laws after laws and just stacked on top of one another. So this man here, I'm just going to pull up an article here from ABC News, because we're talking about a petition signed, but he's a truck driver, 26 years old, whose brakes failed in Colorado as he's going downhill, and he couldn't stop. There was already stopped traffic in an accident. The bottom of this decline, where his truck plowed into a bunch of cars, and 4 people died and several were injured because of it. And he is being charged with a lot of crimes, and he was sentenced to 110 years in prison, also an additional 30 years on top of that. This guy will never see the light of day because of an accident. It was a brake failure. Now, I've read through the comments on social media as well. I'm going to pull up some of those and just see why I feel like people need to have a little bit more understanding of the situation. So this video here shows a little more about what happened, and how he actually missed the runaway truck exit. He could have taken the runaway truck exit, which would have prevented him from hitting the people below. Now, why did he miss the exit? Is it just experience? Is it panic? I mean, it is what it is. He missed it. But some of the comments here are pretty interesting in that, meanwhile, Travis Scott is still free. Drunk drivers who kill families have gotten like 7 years. He doesn't deserve to do a life-changing amount of time. 110 years, something isn't right. Part 1, look at this. There's a couple here. Why not hold the trucking company reliable for what happens when they put young drivers behind the wheel with no experience? No one thinks he did it on purpose. I support this driver. It was just an accident. It was heavy traffic, intense decision making at that point. The jury has no clue what the driver experiences in a moment like this. Drunk kid on a reckless and lethal joyride gets 0 years. Sober man with no malicious intent gets de facto life sentence. Makes no sense. 5 to 10 years, okay, maybe, but over a century of jail time. Think about that. Over a century of jail time. Over 100 years of jail time. I hope karma gets to all the people who are saying it's his fault. Not his freaking fault. Free the man. Meanwhile, I can't even eat at Applebee's because I'm not vaccinated. When someone panics, everything changes. Not everyone is perfect. Everyone think differently. Not his fault. Even if he gets the sentence removed, he will not be the same person. That guilty conscience will be there forever. There's a lot of support for this guy. And I think that goes to show 3 million people have signed a petition to release him. He's not a criminal. He had no malice intent. Let's go over some of the charges here that he got. In April 2019, he was driving a semi-tractor trailer traveling at 85 miles an hour. When the brakes failed, he told investigators at the time he tried to pull over to the shoulder to avoid stopped traffic, but another semi had already stopped there, according to an arrest affidavit. The other 23 charges include 6 counts of assault in the first degree, extreme indifference, 10 counts of attempt to commit assault in the first degree, extreme indifference, 2 counts of vehicular assault, reckless, 1 count of reckless driving, and 4 counts of careless driving causing death. The thing is like, it was one accident, but because there was multiple vehicles already involved that were stopped down there, he's being charged with accounts on every vehicle that was touched or damaged because of this. So this person has made a petition The petition titled "Offer Commutation as Time Served or Grant Clemency to Him" has garnered more than 3 million signatures on change.org, a petition website that offers people to show their support. My problem with change.org is it doesn't change anything. It just shows you like, oh, people come together, but nothing ever happens because you sign a petition. It just is what it is. It's frustrating. If you had 50 million signatures, do you think they'd free this guy? I don't think they would. I think they'd be like, law's the law. The issue with this appeal will not be the sentence itself. Under the law, the court was not incorrect. However, the law as written is barbaric and draconian. There needs to be change to the law. Colorado law requires courts to sentence most individuals convicted of certain categories of crimes to a mandatory minimum period of incarceration. Let's see here. There was one that showed how that it ended up being 110 years consecutive. Basically, they're stacking them instead of letting him serve, a 15-year sentence all at the same time for the same 10 crimes. They're going to serve them concurrently, and it's one after another, which is it's not fair. This guy was 23 years old at the time of the accident. He's currently 26, and he's going to be sentenced to a century in prison. Meanwhile, people have gone out there who have actively done far more severe crimes with criminal intent. This was an accident, and unfortunately, people died because of it. But I would like to find another accident, somewhere where somebody caused an accident or was involved in an accident that got sentenced to anywhere near even half. Show me someone got 50 years. It's not fair. And what happened to this man is tragic. What happened to the families is tragic, the victims. But look, I think that he's going to carry around the weight of what happened in living through that forever. And then you're going to put him away. Why even keep him alive at that point? I don't think he even wants to be alive at that point. Living every day in prison. Just for what? Just remembering that. It's got to be the absolute worst thing you can put someone through. Maybe not the worst, but pretty close. So you can find the change.org petition. I'll put a link in the description to that. Like I said, I honestly wish that it would change anything about this case. His best bet is to find an attorney that is willing and able to help him, and then go through the epically long shit show of a court process it would take to make any headway for this guy to see any resemblance of a life. But until then, let me know what you think. Leave some comments to this video. Subscribe to the channel for more content. If you'd like to get some cool TMF apparel, t-shirts, grab them in the link below. Also learn about stocks, crypto, and investing. And if you need to make some extra cash for the holidays, check out the link to Instacart. You can make money today, up to $30 an hour. Till then, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.